When you go out into your herd to try to find a goat to scoop some fresh cud from, it's important to identify a goat that's relaxed and actively chewing cud. This way, you know that it's in their mouth and you can get in there and try to approach them gently before they can swallow that cud. Get in there and scoop quickly with your tongue depressor, keeping your hand gently on their throat so that you can keep that from swallowing it, and put that cud in a clean container. Straddling is always a good way to keep the goat in place, and your goats are probably used to that approach. Finding one that's laying down is also good. And once again, just approach as calmly as possible while they're still chewing. Get that hand underneath their neck and scoop as much as you can. And you don't always get a lot with one go. So you might have to do multiple goats if there's not a lot of from those two goats. So you're going to want to look for another goat that's chewing cud. Just straddle, approach, try to scoop. And sometimes it gets a little messy. So you'll just want to scrape that up from wherever the cud lands. And make sure you scrape up whatever you can and put it in your nice clean container. These little sauce containers work great. They're disposable, clean. You can get them on Amazon. Sometimes you get a goat that can really have one good one, even or still not a whole lot. So just keep going. Any amount is good, but you want to keep that in your container and collect as you can, as quickly as you can, to keep the probiotics good. This is a pretty good from multiple goats, as you see. Keep approaching until you think you have one that's good for a transfer. Sometimes the littlest goats even have a really good amount that you can get. As you can see, we got a good chunk there, and that is looking great and will give us a good amount to put in the container for a transfer. This is going to go over to Gypsy. She's going to act as our quote-unquote sick goat. So you get all that cud that you've collected in there and try to get it in one big scoop. Approach, straddle, and shove that cud in there in the back of the throat. Just try to keep the nose closed and pet the throat to get them to swallow, to make sure they don't reject that cud. Usually they swallow it down pretty great. And we do suggest you use gloves with this procedure, just because cud is very stinky and tends to cling to your hands and your clothes. But do it in whatever way works for you.